Welcome back to Awesome Autographs and More. Turn the light on here, might help. This will be episode number 177. It's Thursday morning, March 6th, I believe. I think that's right. Anyways, these are my returns from Tuesday and Wednesday, so it'd be March 3rd and 4th. I got 3 on Wednesday and then 7 on Wednesday, right? Yeah, 3 on Tuesday and 7 on Wednesday, plus a return to sender came in on Wednesday, which I will do first just because I like to get those out of the way at the beginning. So we will start with that. It is a return from Mr. Bob Kudelski, not deliverable, so apparently not signing at the moment. Which is fine. Bummer, because he's a former LA Kings back in the days when I was a Kings fan. We also have some paraphernalia here, not as much as I've had in the past because I kind of had to pull this together quick today. So we will go over it very quickly. The artwork in the back is a lithograph of Mike Bossy, former Islander legend, and it is autographed down there in the lower right hand corner by him. If I'm not mistaken, those were given out at a show. I have a couple of others also signed, which someday you'll see, and all of the subjects on the artwork were at the show signing, so they were able to autograph them and everything. Now, the other 2 items. This, a nicely signed baseball by Mr. Gary Carter. Signed in, let's see, when did I get this? 2002. And it was in New York at a show in Long Island, New York. This baseball, and this will be a warning to you guys who collect autographed baseballs. I'd never thought much about this, but my baseballs go into these, quote, airtight containers, cubes, upon receipt. And I don't ever open them or take them out or whatever. This was signed at the National in 2008. Anybody want to guess as who that was? It's actually Craig Biggio. And the ink has just basically faded away. And I noticed this at least on one other baseball that I have, but it wasn't this faded. And it was a Lou Brock baseball that was signed in the late 1990s. So I'm kind of surprised that this one being signed in 2008, which makes it, 17 years old, has faded that much, that fast. Because that was as much and as clear and as dark at one point as is this Gary Carter baseball. So I would suggest making sure they're using pens that are going to last. I honestly couldn't tell you what pen was used for that. At this point, it was 17 years ago. I don't remember what pen I used yesterday, let alone 17 years ago. So, on with the TTMs. First up, we have a baseball return, which is a 4 of 4 return in 15 days. Start my stack of crap over here. From Mr. Wes Gardner, former Red Sox pitcher. I have an 88 Topps, a 90 Fleer, a 1990 Leaf. I think this is an extra one. I don't think this is my first Leaf from him. And we have a 91 Fleer. Mr. Wes Gardner. Thank you, sir. Next up, and this is a point for the team challenge of the teams. This is 1-for-1 return for Mr. Bernie Carbo. Oddly enough, Mr. Carbo played for the Red Sox for probably more years than any other team he played with, and it's one of the teams I do not have a signed card yet of his. So my next submission will definitely be a Red Sox one, but there's a nice Cleveland Indians card signed by Mr. Bernie Carbo for a point. And I think that's like my third one so far. Third point anyways. And in addition, he sent this, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get this all on the screen, but it's a little pamphlet. Let's see if I can hold it up without making everything fall over. For Bernie Carbo Fantasy Camp. And I'll leave this up for a second here so you guys can read through it and decide if it's something you have an interest in, and grab the information. And the back is blank. So just in case anybody's interested in Bernie Carbo Fantasy Camp, there it is. Next up is an 8-of-4 return. And another point for the challenge of the teams. Now, let's go through this because I've got his different size things and everything here. This is Mr. George Culver, former Major League Baseball player. I have 4 trading cards and then 4 other larger cards here. So we have pitcher with the Cardinals. I think that's at Houston. Philadelphia. And the Reds so far. Yes, we have more teams coming. And we have a postcard-sized version of his 1967 Rookie Stars card with the Cleveland Indians, signed nicely along the side here. I'm going to have to see if Mr. Vidal signs, and if so, try to get that signed as well. Next up, we have this picture. It's 1970. Oh, God, the eyes are bad. Well, he's played with St. Louis, and these are, I'm going to guess these are 4x6 basically. And next up is him with the LA Dodgers, which I didn't even realize he actually played with the Dodgers. I don't even have that in my notes. So that's quite interesting. 1973, so it would have been when during his playing career, because he played from 66 to 74. That's a cool looking picture. I'd like to actually get that card itself signed. And this is a postcard he sent, which is an advertisement for his book called The Earl of Oildale. Why me? Not quite sure what that means. I'm going to have to look that up. And that's nicely signed. It has his website there, so I'll hold that there for a second. And you guys can pursue that if you have an interest. I'm going to just set these in the back here because I didn't put a stand up for those. Okay, those were my Tuesday returns. Now we move on to what was a very busy Wednesday. First up, I think we've got football, baseball, and hockey this time. First up is a 4-of-4 success from former NHL player Greg Adams. He signed these and returned them in 51 days. Mr. Adams with the Canucks, 1990 Leaf hockey set. I do like that set. Oops, sorry. Wasn't holding them correctly, so I'll give you a quick view of each of them. There we go, and then we have him with the Dallas Stars here. And a generic autograph card. Thank you, Mr. Adams. And next up, we have a NFL return. 3 of 3 in 26 days from Mr. Steve Bono. And I'll see if I can get a little more light on these and not much glare. We have one with him with San Francisco. I've gotten him before, so I have quite a few San Francisco cards. Here we have him with the Kansas City Chiefs, and again with the Chiefs. And out of all the cards I had, those are the only 2 teams I have representative. So I may at some point in time have to pursue some cards of some of the other teams he played for. I do like to get at least one card of each player with each of the teams they've played with, if possible. Sometimes there just aren't any cards, especially in baseball. If somebody got traded to another team late in the year and then didn't continue with that team into the next year, then they probably don't have a card with that team unless there was a very late issue and they managed to get in there. Next up, another NHL return from excellent signer, Mr. Andrew Cassels. He played from 89-90 through the 2005-06 season for Montreal, Hartford, Calgary, Vancouver, Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Washington Capitals. And we've got some Whalers cards here. No big surprise there. I have a ton of Whalers cards because I was a Whalers fan when they first went into the NHL. I remember Gordie Howe playing in Hartford on the Whalers and everything. So I pretty much absorbed as many Whalers cards when I started picking up hockey cards as I could. Mr. Andrew Cassels. Again, 4 of 4, and that was 23 days. Next up, we have a former baseball player. This is a 4 for 4 success in 48 days from Mr. Skip Lockwood. Have him here on a 72 tops. I know this set. It's fairly unique and so easy for me to remember. Don't remember most of the other 70s. And here we have him with the Milwaukee Brewers. Yeah, that was the Brewers also. California Angels. And he also played for the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox, which we didn't have any cards in that batch. He only played for 1 season with Boston, so I think I have 1 card of his signed, 1 Boston card, so there's probably not very many out there. I think I have oh God, what would it be, 70, 79, 80 tops, 81 tops. I forget what year the card is, but I know I have the 1. And I would assume the other brands also have them. So Fleer, Donruss from 80. What years did he play? He played from 1965 to 1980. And I know that Boston was the last different team that he played with, but I don't know if he went back to one of his other teams before retiring. So I'm going to have to look to make sure I know what year that is and then see if I can't hunt down some other brand cards of his. Anyways, next up, former football NFL player for the Bears. He played from 1989, Mr. Tom Waddle, through the 1994 season. All 6 seasons with the Bears. And here we have a 92 Fleer. Yes, I got it right. A 92 Skybox. A 93 Fleer. And a 95 Collector's Edge. That is Mr. Tom Waddle. Next up, a baseball return. This is a 3 of 3 return in 14 days from Mr. Stan Bahnsen. We have his 1969 Rookie Cup card. I want to say, I think it's a 69. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. That's rare, especially with these older cards. That 69 Topps Rookie Cup card. And we have another Topps card from when he was playing with the White Sox. It's probably early 70s, 73 maybe. That'd be my guess. I'm not going to look, never mind. And then we have him playing with the Montreal Expos, which is probably more in the 1980 range, or close to it anyways. Mr. Stan Bahnsen. Last but not least, I got a thank you, David, on the back of my envelope from former NFL player, Mr. Raghib, or more commonly known as Raghib Ismael. This is a 4 for 4 success in 23 days. And Mr. Ismael played from 1993 to 2001. Played 3 years with each of 3 teams. He played with the Los Angeles/Oakland Raiders, played with Carolina Panthers, and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we have his 1992 Classic, 91 Classic 4-Sport. And within this set, he had his own insert set. And there are 6 cards, I believe, 5 or 6. At least 5, because this is card number 4, I believe, or 2, one or the other. Card 2, I think. Yep. So that's card 2. I already have card 4 signed, and I have 1, 3, and 5 to go. So I believe it's a 5-card insert set, unless I just don't have any higher numbered cards. So next time I will send those remaining 3 to him, as well as a Raiders card, because I don't have a Raiders card from him. Last time I sent him, I sent the number 4 card of this and a couple of other of his rookie college cards that I had. So we have Carolina Panthers here, and we have the Dallas Cowboys from Mr. Raghib Ismael. Thank you, Rocket. And that is it for the day today. We went over my time, but I figured with this kind of volume I would. So quick thank you to all these athletes for their autographs. Thank you guys and gals for watching the video. please hit this like button down here. It's very important, and it really doesn't take a lot of effort. You just got to tap it and you're done. So please hit the like button over there. If you're not already subscribed, you can do that over here. That's also very helpful. And you can hit the bell to determine notifications for future videos if you have an interest. So again, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back again tomorrow because I think there's a few in the mail coming this afternoon. And we got a lot of Cleveland cards out there for points. So again, in summary for Chase at TTM-ing, who is handling or hosting, whatever, the challenge of the teams. Today was 2 points for the challenge of the team and my Cleveland Indians, which I never really was a fan of the Indians because they were at the time in the division with the Red Sox. So I never really followed them that much other than when they came into Fenway. But anyways, we have Mr. Bernie Carbo and Mr. George Culver for points today. So that is it. Thank you all again for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.